How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you what it's like to drive the 992 generation Porsche Carrera T from a first-person point of view. Essentially, it's the more enthusiast, lighter weight version of the 911 with some options that you can't even get on the base 911, like a 7-speed manual transmission. It's 100 pounds lighter than the standard Carrera. Thanks to removing the rear seats, we've got thinner glass, less insulation, which means the noise is even more impressive. Coming around to the rear of the Carrera T, it's powered by the base engine, the 3-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six, that makes a healthy 379 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque. Equipped with the 7-speed manual transmission, 0 to 60 happens in 4 seconds flat, and the quarter mile in 12.2. The Carrera T comes standard with agate gray accents like we have on the mirror here, as well as this nice 911T graphic. We've also got 20-inch wheels in the front off the Carrera S and 21s in the back with 305 section tires. We've also got a mechanical limited slip rear differential, Porsche active suspension management, as well as optional rear axle steering, which this one has. And if we look at the back, check this out. We've got 9 vertical vanes here, 9 here, and 2 here for 992. Pretty awesome. We've also got an active rear wing. The interior is very nicely done. We've got leather throughout. We've got this Racetex insert that kind of reminds me of woven leather. It feels great, holds you in place really, really well. And of course, that glorious 7-speed manual transmission. Let's go ahead and hop inside. As you can also see, we've got the rear seats removed, but you can actually option these back in for $0. You can also get a PDK for $0, but don't do that. Inside of the Carrera T now, these are the standard 4-way adjustable seats that have both automatic and manual controls. You can get bucket seats or 18-way automatically adjustable seats as well. Standard is the GT steering wheel, which fits great in your hand. We also have this drive mode selector right here, where in normal, you can scroll over to Sport, that opens up the exhaust a bit, and Sport Plus. Because this is a Carrera T, we get the sports exhaust as standard. You've got an exhaust valve button right here. Obviously, we're gonna keep this on at all times because it sounds amazing. We've got a nice analog instrument cluster here with digital displays on either side. The multimedia system is fantastic. The graphics are awesome. It also comes standard with the Sport Chrono package, which if you click on this button here, you can actually time lap times, which is pretty awesome. Overall, the graphics and the displays are awesome on this car. Of course, my favorite part of the entire vehicle is the 7-speed manual transmission. It's got shorter shift throws from the GTS transmission, so they feel fantastic, super tight, almost feels like an aftermarket transmission. It is amazing. The clutch is really easy to depress, but not too loose. It's honestly such a well-done transmission. We've got the climate controls down here, nice knurled metal that feels great to the touch. A front lift, which is optional, the hazards, traction control, and a suspension button right here. Speedometer over here that goes to 200 miles an hour. We've got some controls on the steering wheel itself. We even have a track forward button, which is new for Porsche. Over here, we don't have straps like we did in the 991 generation to save weight, but we do have a conventional door handle. Coming down here, we have a cup holder, which is removable if you want to take that out for some extra space. We've also got heated seats, which is nice, and some little extra storage space down here with a little pad for your phone, as well as USB-C charging. Overall, it's a very nice interior, but let's see what it's like to drive. This car caught me by surprise. This is one of the best driving 911s they have ever made. Having just driven the new GT3 RS and GT4 RS, I wasn't sure what to expect hopping in a more entry-level 911. But the 911 Carrera T has every single one of the performance goodies you would want at a much more affordable package than a GT3 or a GT3 RS. We've got the mechanical limited slip rear differential, Porsche active suspension management. It's 100 pounds lighter, and it has optional rear axle steering, which this one is fitted with. And the result is a driving experience that is absolutely amazing. Now, with quote-unquote only 379 horsepower, you'd think, oh, this thing couldn't be that fast. but Porsche must have underrated this by a tremendous amount, because it feels like it has mid 400 horsepower or even closer to 500 horsepower because of that lightweight. The way the torque comes in is extremely impressive. And because we don't have that extra insulation, the sound is amazing. Just listen to this. Oh my gosh, the way that 6-cylinder penetrates into the cabin and the level of mechanical grip the 911T has is unbelievable. I'm actually in love with this car. We are in Sport Plus mode right now, which you can change via the dial on the steering wheel itself. I absolutely love that feature. It's also got an individual mode, so you can configure that to your liking. In Sport or Sport Plus mode, it has auto downshift rev matching, but you can actually turn that off in the display itself, which is nice. I like the fact that you can be in Sport Plus but still turn off that auto blip if you don't want that extra assist. We're in normal mode now. The exhaust is a bit quieter. We don't have active rev matching. It's a relaxing experience. Despite the fact that we do have that weight savings and we do have the insulation reduction, this could be a perfect daily driver. It's nice and relaxed, it's easy to drive, it's just such a pleasure to be behind the wheel of. Whether you're driving it quickly or whether you're driving it nice and slowly, it's just such an amazing car. I really didn't think I was gonna fall in love with this car as much as I have. It's really caught me off guard and has exceeded my expectations in so many ways. It's actually incredible. The multimedia system works great. The graphics are awesome. Pairs with your phone really, really easily. The speaker system is pretty good. I love the analog tachometer and the digital displays to the left and the right. It's just such an impressive package. So it comes in with a base price of $124,900, which is a little bit more expensive than a base 911, but a little bit less expensive than a Carrera S. And it comes with something standard that the Carrera S even has to have as options. It also comes with some things that the normal 911 can't actually get. You can't option the 7-speed manual transmission in a base 911. So this is effectively the cheapest way to get into a manual 911 Porsche, and probably the best way, because you're not having to spend a ridiculous amount of money. But honestly, it makes you realize that you don't need GT3 levels of performance to have fun. It is downright ridiculously fun in its own right for a lot less money. This thing is so quick, it's actually unbelievable. I don't know how this is quote unquote only 379 horsepower. Wow, I'm so impressed. Porsche absolutely crushed it with the Carrera T. I really don't want to give this thing back. I'm having too much fun with it. And it's such a brilliant manual transmission. I've heard some people complain that the gearing is a little bit tall, and I've noticed in canyons, you pretty much can stay in second gear almost the entire time because of the speed ranges that second gear gives you. So you're not shifting through the gears quite as much. But if you're not going for lap times, which obviously you are not when you're out here just having fun, you can shift through the gears a bit more than that, kind of artificially, if you shift up a little bit before you have to, just to row through some extra gears, because honestly, the shift linkage is so brilliant, and it sounds so good when you downshift. You're just gonna want to be rowing through the gears pretty much at all times. All right, I'll let you listen to this for a second. I mean, tell me that's not one of the best sounding 6-cylinders you've ever heard. And it's forced induction. It almost sounds naturally aspirated. Wow. And there is no lag whatsoever. The throttle response is instantaneous. You don't have any turbo lag. the power comes in, it feels linear. You just got more torque at lower RPM. So honestly, the power is more usable. You don't have to be right at the red line in order to get the most out of this engine. It's torquey at pretty much every RPM, and it makes it so addicting to drive. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.